What up, what up? We got a Risk. Good old Risk. I was convinced in the chat to record. And it's always nicer when didn't get his Europe. It's always nicer, I think, when it's from the observer perspective rather than me playing. Because I don't really catch all the battles. And how could I? So yeah, we got Frenetic there, we got Netzed, we got Beefy. This guy's old school. Definitely recognize him. Massive Bulge. Ass Assassination. Ass. And I... Oh. Assass... Oh, it is Assass... That just looks weird. But it's assassination. It's not ass assassination, it's just assassination. Go figure. Who I think I recognize through name from the previous game or something. Taunt Store. Don't know who that is. Don't know who Pody 2 is. Potty 2. Pody. And don't know who Massive Bulge is either, actually. Could all just be Smurfs, though. You never know. So there you have it. Looks like brown and purple fighting over Europe. Blue quickly got Europe. Frenetic here. He, of course, always likes getting Europe, but he quickly swept up North America. No resistance. And orange, I gotta remember who. Okay, assassination there. Cat, Beefy, and Taunster fighting. Okay. So white is looking. Oh, he's not AFK. He wanted Africa, but that didn't work out. So there's that. And he, I think this was the last guy who entered the game, and we all thought he was going to lag, but he might just be a big noob, but it doesn't seem like it's lagging though. Still got 7 in the room, so maybe there's a bit of lag actually now that I say that. I don't know how to tell. But okay, purple's still trying to get his Europe, but brown also wants it. Problem is for brown is that he's kind of splitting his attention here, and it's not going to be good for him once purple gets another Goliath out. Yeah, blue got oh, there he goes, he leaves. Poor guy. And red making some moves here. He's probably the one getting the most aggro out of everyone. Although we got brown here, potentially getting a bunch of marines. A few. Red's actually making lings though. I would not advise that, so maybe he is a bit of a noob after all. That is Massive Bulge, okay. Yeah, I wasn't too sure who that guy was. Actually, I should turn up the volume, shouldn't I? Actually not sure if turning the volume up increases my audio or not. But surely it increases the game's audio. So there's that. So we got teal with some random stuff in Asia. Nets down here. So we've entered the early mid game where kind of everyone's well, it's still early game, but it's kind of that calm before the storm moment where everyone has a base established now, and yeah, basically just waiting to see. Blue's looking pretty good though. He's now in Asia, potentially getting some aggro, but mostly just getting as many territories as he can. Looks like Purple's eyeing him down though. He doesn't want to let him run wild. And that was... oh, he was brown, right? Wasn't it yellow though when I went down here? And then it automatically turned, or then it said that he left after? I don't know. Maybe I'm just tripping. It was brown, it turned to yellow, and somehow I'm colorblind and didn't notice. I don't know. Okay, so we're now down to 5, and Blue has the most territories. I think actually 13 is the break point where you get 15 minerals per round. But here goes Purple now. He's getting that aggro. Looks like he might even just... okay, he's... okay. I wasn't sure if he was just going to farm up the AI spot or not, but yeah, it's kind of pointless when there's so many other players in Asia as well. Wow, look at Red here. What is he doing? He's just spamming out units from the gateways when he really doesn't need to. And funny enough, Australia is pretty wide open, even though he's got a ton of Marines and stuff at every... tanks here. Wow, what a cute strategy. Let's see if it works out for him. You never know. Doesn't look like he's really... doesn't look like he's really control grouping anything whatsoever, but that's alright. What's his name again? Easy with the dash. Alright. Okay, so here goes Red. He's... wow. I'm actually surprised that Blue conceded there. That was interesting. What do you say? So with that, now Red has actually a stronghold. So that's actually pretty interesting. He's kind of a weird player, the way he's producing units here, but so very interesting. We have what looks like a noob, what smells like a noob. Does he taste like a noob? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe someone will gobble him up here and they can tell me. Okay. Teal now. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Red just spread himself way too thin now. Yeah. What I just said, he spread himself too thin. He built units when he didn't need to. He should have just hoarded up money. But I think he's just new to the game. And now Purple wants to fight someone. Fair enough. So it's actually kind of too bad that Nets did this here, because it could have been very interesting if they actually let Red take over. Just because I don't expect that he would have actually been able to hold Asia, even if he got it for a few turns. So it would have been really interesting how he would have fared, but yeah, he's just... and the thing about this is, even though he might get a few kills from these balls of Marines, It is nice against this many lings though, like he just can't really take these beacons. He's kind of just running these to their deaths. But yeah, it gives up aggro, of course. Like Teal here getting aggro. He's building lings. Oh, he actually prevented the aggro, but Teal got this one though. Okay, yeah. The timer. Not too sure what the time was on that, but of course you have to get your aggro before the timer for it to register. And aggro, of course, meaning you kill at least one unit and you take at least one territory. So that's how aggro works. And you get 10 extra minerals at the end of the timer, so it's quite valuable. At the beginning of the game, it scales up from 1, so it starts at 1 mineral, and then 2 for the next round, and then it caps out at 10. So we're well past the 10 phase. It doesn't take long to get there. 10 rounds, which is less than 10 minutes. So well past that. I guess we're only 12 minutes in, but timer is 39 seconds. So there's that. Well, I guess about 6 minutes. Okay, so no one took Australia from him, and he still got these random clumps. So the only problem is, like, yeah, someone should tell him about the money. Maybe I should do that, just to be nice. Sure, I feel bad for him. He's not as pro as these guys. He's just gonna get eaten alive. Oh, he did make a Goliath. Okay, so fair enough. Just wanted to, in case he totally didn't even know about this. Might as well let him know. Because even though he's not as meta as the rest of these guys, he's making moves. And at least he's making balls of Marines. It's not just like 2 Marines, 1 Marine. Just giving easy aggro. At least he's not doing that, so pretty good stuff. And yeah, this is all pretty secure. This is slightly weak, and oh yeah, orange looks like he's eyeing it up. He's checking it out. Still no upgrades. Oh, he's actually got 4/4 on the lings though, which is interesting considering he usually likes to do that with Europe, which of course Europe gives two lings per round and North America only 1. But you also get a ton of Marines too, which you can convert into 1 ling. 10 Marines equals 1 ling when you go this way. Okay, massive ling attack. Interesting. Sadly, there's a Goliath though, tons of tanks. It's just not going to happen. He's got a deadly... He's got a deadly ball though. I mean, that's a lot of lings. That's the advantage. That's why everyone likes Europe. And of course, Asia gives you 2 lings as well, but it's so hard to control because it's so many entryways here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and potentially 5 if you don't have Australia for some reason. So Asia is definitely a tough one, but that's why Europe is so nice. Europe also has many entries as well. I guess 5 too. But the thing about Europe is the chokes are so tight, it's hard to really get a good engagement. And of course the high ground as well is pretty strong. So this is quite secure. He still doesn't have upgrades on them, but he's going to do something with these lings at some point. And orange, he's kind of just been sitting around, so we're waiting to see what orange does here. He's got, wow, good upgrades on his lings as well. And he's actually got upgrades on everything, so it's interesting. And yeah, purple's really the only one who can kind of dance around and make some moves in Asia here. He's also pretty secure in Iceland. Yeah, I don't really see many pathways that anybody can take here, and Africa is quite secure. He doesn't need here because he's got here. Very smart. So it's almost getting to the point where you might want to grab a drop ship and try something that way. Red still did not get a probe. Wonder if he's saving up though. Let's see his minerals. Blue has the most men with all his marines. Territories. Purple now ahead. Minerals. Blue has 2, so blue's been saving up big time. Yeah, it didn't look like red was saving up, so he did save enough to get a Goliath, but I don't know, I guess he's still just building shit like this. I don't know, seems weird. Seems a little odd. So yeah, as it happens in Risk often, it's a bit of a lull moment, but inevitably a big attack must happen because units keep on building. Particularly from blue, like he's going to have so many excess units. He's a lot more secure now too with this tank line. And he actually upgraded armor, interesting. Probably because he wants to keep this Goliath alive for a long time, as well as the next few that come out. So I like that. I like to do that too, actually. Instead of upgrading weapons early, I like to get armor. Just because then the first, 4 or 5 that you get out, they will last that much longer against the Marines. So yeah, pretty good. Potentially he's countering something. Okay. A counter to the 6 of the tanks, but it doesn't really matter because, of course, 6 armor really only scales well against the Marines, but against the tanks, yeah, 70 now. 10 upgrade per, or 10, yeah, 10 damage per upgrade, so armor really isn't a thing against mech. Sort of is with lings against tanks, because they do half damage to light units, but even then it's kind of negligible. It's really those Marines that you want to get armor for, because Marines do 15 and only have +1 for the weapons upgrade. 8 for Teal here, pretty good. And 5 on his Marines, so he's going to be quite fortified for a while. I don't see anybody breaking him anytime soon, unless there's a drop. But yeah, if I had to guess, these 4 players really pretty competent. I'm not too sure about assassination. Assassination. Not too sure how good he's going to fare, especially considering he's been sitting on 1 base for so long that only gives 9 minerals, so that's not going to help. Okay, he wants to make a deal. Nice. Just a fun player. Just a fun-loving player. And yeah, how can you blame him? He's kind of stuck. He can't really go anywhere, can he? So it is what it is. He should have probably tried to make moves earlier. Like maybe get some lings out. He could have gone up through Europe and then maybe had something going on in Asia. But even then, I mean, like a purple here. That's the disadvantage of South America. If you get South America, it's usually best to make an impact in North America or potentially Africa sometimes. Because this is what happens. You get these tank lines, and then you're kind of just stuck. So his next best option would be a dropship. That could work as well. Probably the only thing that's going to work, actually, if I'm being honest. And red's still not mining, nor has orange. Well, if I'm being fair to red, or to orange, I should probably message him, considering I messaged red. Assassination. Assassination? So you just spelt it wrong, or did I spell it wrong? Okay. Hold that thought. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. I mean, when you have such good players, you get strong tank lines, and then inevitably, the weaker player is singled out. And they get attacked. Surprised he didn't kill the Goliath, but okay. Actually, he almost lost one of his own now. He's going to, looks like. Although he did take the beacon. Oh, he might have, oh, he did move it back. So at least red got one of his Goliaths, but it's not looking good for him now whatsoever. In fact, he's probably just dead, isn't he? Of course, he will be a rebel, but not looking good for him. Oh, dang it. And he leaves. There we go. So this is quite deadly. Purple has quite a strong position now. Ooh, and he even opted to make tanks like this. So he just wants to keep Australia. He doesn't even care. He might even... I don't think he wants to give up Europe, though. Wow. Interesting position here, because obviously purple recognizes that teal's in Asia as well. So he can't really afford to just run this stuff too loosey-goosey in Asia. So I like the decision. I do like that decision. I'm surprised teal hasn't gone like up here or anything. So that's interesting. So yeah, we'll see. See who decides to backstab who and YOLO all in. We'll see if it comes to that. Usually does. Bring what? The massive, yeah. The massive bulge has left the building. Alright. Who's it gonna be? Yeah, there goes teal now. Let's actually get another zoom out now. Another one? Sure, why not? Purple still has lots of lings though, and his upgrades are 512. Pretty dang good, especially compared to teal's. I mean, even the fact that teal has a reasonable amount of upgrades though is also good. So if I was teal, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'd probably set up tanks here. Because then he could pretty much grab Europe. Could he? Yeah, I think he could grab Europe, honestly. He's been building up lings, so he's got enough lings. I think that is almost the way to go. Just move all this here. Trap all his Goliaths. It's only 4, but I mean, That would be enough to stop him from getting Europe if he managed to bring those home. So if he just cut off those Goliaths and slowly worked his way in Asia. Actually, yeah, that's another thing. He just went straight for Europe. Yeah, I keep mixing up continents, but this is Europe. He keeps, if he kept all his stuff here, he could just grab Asia, pretty much. Looks like he might try to do that, but I guess he's scared of the run by this way with the Lings, which is true. It is a little sketchy. I'm sure he's got lots of money, though. He could just build the tanks. 71. 7 tanks would be plenty. Just transfer some Marines over. He really doesn't even need all this. I mean, Orange is probably going to attack Blue before he attacks Teal, maybe? It's hard to say, I guess. Honestly, Orange might just sit on his ass for 2 eons, who knows. And Purple just deciding not to get his continent back. Beats me. So nice aggro from Teal, as well as, of course, just tons of territory now he's got, so pretty good stuff. More aggro here. I'd probably get some armor on my Lings if I was him, because there are a lot of Marines on the map. Not so much from Purple, I guess, so yeah, I guess he really doesn't need it as badly as he might. Because Purple is, yeah, there goes the attack that way. So it indeed was a smart call to leave his tanks here. He does have 1 Goliath too. Oh my god, he just got decimated. Not to mention the reinforcements that were in Asia the whole time. Poor Purple. He's an OG of the game, but he looks a little rusty. Looks a little rusty. So that is that is bad news for everyone, really. I mean, Teal's got quite the stronghold on the map. Nowhere for Orange to go, nowhere for Blue to go. And doesn't really look like Blue wants to attack into this for no reason. He easily could, but why take the damage if you don't need to? That being said, Purple still's got this, so what did he lose? He lost a Goliath. I think he lost at least 1 Goliath because he had 2 coming in, I think. But he lost a ton of Lings there. And he hasn't even reclaimed Europe yet, so he's just getting that now. Yeah, this does not look good for anybody but Teal, really. Ah, there we go. So he does decide to do that eventually. He's got 7-7. So, fair enough. Let's see. Okay, he didn't really retreat his Lings. Okay, yeah, he did eventually. He did look, yeah, it looks like he got some aggro out of that. The blood on the ground. So Blue definitely doesn't want to give free aggro to Teal, that's for sure. That being said, he got his own aggro that round as well, I think, maybe. For sure did last round, killing all this, but maybe not this round. And now Teal can just keep doing this. Which again makes sense why Purple didn't retake, but what he should be doing is just have a Ling right here, just keep taking it, and just honestly leave it open, because if Teal wants to spend all his time running back up here, back and forth, then, I don't know, you could do this. Oh, there you go, look at that. Good job by Purple. Definitely a wise move. It is also risky, though. But he doesn't have quite as many Lings as he used to, I feel like. does teal. Okay, now, okay. Well, blue's here now, and he's got actual units. No more Ling run-bys, he's just got straight up, wow, he's sending all of these Marines too, yeah. Like I was saying, he's going to have an excess of Marines, and we are definitely seeing that. Wonder if he's just going to keep him there, or if he's going to actually move him out. He totally could move him out. He does have 10, yeah, I was going to say. Yeah, there he goes. North America has great great amounts of marine production. I think you get 6 Marines. It's either 6 or 7. 6 Marines, 1 Ling, so you get a ton of Marines each round. And they build up very fast. And here we go. This is a perfect counter to Goliaths and Lings. Like, these Lings are just going to get eaten up by those plus 10 Marines. Not to mention the Goliaths that have 18 already. So wow, he just saved up all game. He's making his move. He saw the teal threat. And now he can pretty much do what he wants within the range of the tanks. Or rather, outside of the range of the tanks. Really don't know why purple isn't getting this though. Like, it's pretty innocuous if he just runs a Ling back and forth. And this is always going to be secure, at least for now. So you should really take advantage of Europe. I mean, I get it. You kind of don't want to attract too much attention to yourself. But I mean, look at blue. Clearly the target is on blue now in terms of who teal is going to attack. So I would definitely take Europe. That would be the way to go. Meanwhile, in Orange Land, he's just doing his thing. Looks like he is making control groups, maybe. So finally someone took the aggro from Japan. Don't know why no one else did that. So that one goes to blue, and now he has the most territory. So interesting game here. Could be a long one. It's always tough to crack pros when they have such deep tank lines. So I don't know how long I'll last, to be honest. I wasn't really I wasn't even planning on recording first off, and I wasn't even I wasn't planning on doing a long one. So anyways, we'll see. Usually whenever I say that, I go for another half an hour anyway, so. And it looks like Purple's getting bored too. He's played too much Risk in his days. I'm sure blue wouldn't mind. Attack blue all out. Okay. Well, he should use his tanks if he's going to do that. Blue just pieces out. Fuck this. What is this? He should really use his tanks, though. That being said, I guess it will make Australia harder to get when he leaves. Okay, this is going to get melted. Yeah. Oh, he caught? Okay. I mean, he did catch a Goliath in position there. Yeah, we got 1 Goliath, 2 Goliaths. Lost all of his. And now blue's calling for the remake. Oh! Oh, can't do it. Don't fail now. You only got 1 Ling in there, though? Okay. Okay. does have a Goliath? No, it's not a Goliath. And I don't think Orange really has the Oh, he does have upgrades. Problem is, he doesn't have enough upgrades to kill this many lings, so. And Teal was the one who capitalized on that. So, oh wow, and now Orange just goes all in. Poor Blue. Poor Blue, that was pretty rough to watch, not gonna lie. Got screwed. He just leaves. Funny game. He just wants the remake. He didn't get his Europe as he normally gets. So once the shit went down as it did, fair enough. And Orange takes it, man. He earned it. He earned it, man. Sitting in South America like that, easy win for him. Easy. So maybe I will record another one. We'll see. That was fun though. That was a fun, nice, quick, fun one. It's too bad there wasn't more of a kind of finalized big battle. But there were a few nice good moves there. Nice defense from Teal with Purple's Ling attack. Then we had, I guess there wasn't too much else really. Just a bunch of Lings kind of roaming around the map. I guess Purple took out Red, but Red was kind of what? So yeah, not a bad one. Pretty quick at least, which is always nice for Risk. So I'll take it. Looks like he's gonna grab some food, and maybe we'll do another one. All right. GG.